It's week 2 of the National Football League, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Packers and the reigning Super Bowl champs. Coming up next.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 16 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Ready?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here we go, set, check one.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Here we go. Cut.
Love, they go play action now. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
From the 41, here's second and a couple. Gibbs straight ahead. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Lions at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business. 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only Week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Check pitch. Check cut.
Love now. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Okay, right. Ready.
Glove. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Love from the gun. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. This is 2nd and 8. Here's Love. To the left side, there's the tight end, Musgrave. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
He's got it to the 43 here.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Throwing. Love. Throw caught by Musgrave. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple.
Down. Ready.
Now Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go, set. Check right. Check pink. Opposite.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards for number 11. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready, set.
4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10.
Ready. Set.
Love looking to throw it. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in that one. The Raiders trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Justin Fields, 3 touchdown passes as his guys bounce back from the defeat on opening weekend. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Here we go, set.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions are back within a score. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Ready. Yellow. 1, quick, yellow.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Let's go now.
To throw now, here's Love. Caught on the right side, Reed. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Play fake. Here's Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, 51 yards. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point from McManus is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result, a Green Bay score. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. They're going to look to throw. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
He'll buy some time right. That is caught. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 24 yards.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll look to throw again.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick, but instead it's third down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Steps away to his left. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And no thought. This one out, he'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially. I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he has a Packer first down, and that should be the one that finishes the script.
On the set. Check pink. Opposite. Green. Yellow. One. Switch. Yellow.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So for the Packers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.